Hello and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I am Louise and today is Monday. Magazine makes Boggy Creek squares. But first, quote of the day. And today's quote is, "Love is not valued for its closeness, but for its longevity." Yeah, I think I could probably agree with that one. I mean, I have a big celebration coming up later this year of for me and my husband. We actually celebrate 30 years of marriage this year. So, yeah, I can probably agree with that one. So, anyway, let's get back to today's video. Did I manage to do all the squares? No. I actually was very, very unwell last week after the little man grandson went home. My body decided to go into a shutdown mode, which basically meant that I was literally sleeping most of the week just to get through each day. And I wasn't really sleeping as such because I was in so much pain, still in a lot of pain, but it's starting to ease off now. But I was in a lot of pain, and no matter what I was taking with any medications, it was not touching it. It was just taking enough of the pain off so that I could rest, but not enough that I could actually properly sleep. So I did what I could, which isn't a lot. So I have decided, rather than now push myself to try and do all 14 squares every week, I will, on this occasion, not draw any squares this week. I will just, the ones that I haven't done, I will do for next week. And then next week I will draw for some of the books, and then the following week I will draw the rest of the books and alternate between the two sets. So one week it will be the Art of Crochet 3D Granny Squares with the 100 tiles, and then the second week it will be the Claire Montgomerie book and cards and the Bella Coco book and cards. So that way I'm not then pushing myself to do all of them in a very short space of time, especially as I've still got all the other segments that I have to make the items for as well, like my Tunisian squares for Tuesday and the amigurumi ones for Wednesday. Now, again, I'm still a long way behind on the amigurumi ones for Wednesday. So again, I might not have, I've got some, but I might not have as many as all 14, I think, is it? I think it was 14 that I needed to get finished for this week. I will do my best, but there's no guarantee that we'll have them all. So I will show you the ones that I have done for this week. I won't draw out anymore, but I will put on the end screen the ones that I have left to do for next week, and then we will see how it goes. Hopefully, with the hospital appointments I have coming up in the next few weeks, that things get sorted out. And I think part of the problem is my medication is not at the level it needs to be at. In fact, at the moment, I haven't been able to order my medication for the last 4 months. So one of the medications that I need to be taking, I haven't actually had for 4 months, and I think that is now giving me the severe knock-on effect of it not being in my system. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks I can get things sorted out and be hopefully back on track again. So let's show you what I've done and we'll go from there. Now I have managed to do 6 squares, although I think I will probably redo this first one because it's ended up a lot bigger than I originally planned. Well, it originally thought it was going to be, and it's certainly a lot bigger than the other ones that I've done so far, and the other ones I've done as well this week. So this is from the Montgomerie Crochet Stitches book, and this one is number 25, and it's the extended treble, or over in the US, the extended double crochet. Yes, that one has ended up a lot bigger than I originally was going to do. Even though it's the same number of stitches, it's just ended up a lot bigger. Now, I think it's probably my tension was out of whack, because that was probably, I was doing that one on the first day and I was in so much pain. So it's probably my tension was too loose and has ended up being a lot bigger. So this next one is called the Counter Pain Stitch, and it was number 27. Now that's the size squares I want to actually have them at, which is about 6.5 inches. Between 6.5 and 7 inches is what I'm heading for with all my squares. I think the other one has ended up being about 7.5 to 8 inches. So I will probably undo it and redo that one. And then this last one is number 36, which was the lemon peel stitch. This one took me a lot longer to do, but it was more out of trying to recognise where I needed to put the stitches. Once I got into the swing of it, it wasn't too bad. Right then, the next one I did is from the Crochet Stitch Library by Bella Coco, and this one is number 35, which is the double linen moss stitch. Now the texture is different on both sides, but both is very nice. So that's one side, and then that's the other side. So on one side it's sort of like a smock stitch, looks like a smock stitch, and then the other side it looks like a double stitch over each other, and both sides look really nice. I did enjoy doing that one. Then the other one is the super solid granny square. So it's just a granny square, but without all the corner stitches. There's no spaces in the corner, so it's literally a totally solid granny square. You work a treble in treble, you work a treble crochet or double treble in the UK stitch in each of the corners, so that it gives you the corner stitch. And then finally, hello cat, this is Princess. Hello. Yes, did you want to join me in the video today? Did you want to join me in the video? Hey, come on, you're gonna have to move out of the way so that I can finish. So this one was called I've lost it. You're in the way, cat. I can't see what I'm doing. The corded ridge stitch. Nice flat on the back, and the texture is on the front, which is the corded ridge. Yeah, again, once I got into the swing of it, it was a good stitch to do. And it's basically, you do double crochet one way, and you come back in the front loops of that double crochet, of the double crochets, doing a reverse single crochet or the crab stitch, and then you go back in the back loops doing the double crochet. So it's back and forth, but you stay on the same side while you're doing your crochet. Good stitch. Quite enjoyed doing that one. So that's the 6 squares that I've managed to do this week. So it leaves me to do for next week the 2 from the Art of Crochet, the 2 from let me see, what were they? The right, the 2 from the 3D granny squares are the violet square and the daisy square. The 2 from the 100 tiles are the Annie square and the starburst square. The Claire Montgomerie squares are the half and half, that is from the official set, and the Pretty Puffy, which is from the unofficial set. And then the Art of Crochet ones, as you can see, I had them ready to do them, I just wasn't able to do them, was number 45, which is the cartwheel motif, and number 117, which is the teal flower square. So there we go, that's the ones that I will be doing ready for next week. And then next week I will probably draw out the ones for the Claire Montgomerie and the Bella Coco books and cards, and then the following week it will be back to the Art of Crochet 3D granny squares and 100 tiles, and I will then alternate them each week. I think that's going to be a little bit easier on me, and more likely to be an achievable for me to, without pushing myself beyond my capability of pain point, because that's been a big problem this week, is I've just not been able to cope with the pain. So let's see what happens now. And with that and everything all being said and done, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I will see you all soon.